Indonesia. A very special country, located between two continents and two oceans, turns it into an intersection of world traffic, both for sea and air traffic. Indonesia is a big country. 250 million people from various ethnicities live in Indonesia, with their respective cultures, languages and traditions. They are scattered over some 17,000 islands nationwide, in valleys, on beaches, atop mountains, in rural and in urban areas. A significant number of Indonesians live in the hinterlands, isolated and disaster-prone. The potential and challenges of such a vast area can only get united through transportation. Filled with the hope to keep the country together and to protect the nation, and provide security to all citizens on all corners and fringes. Build up and strengthen local areas and villages in unity. This is the main task for the Ministry of Transportation. Having transportation unite the nation, and committed to answer the challenges and expectations of the country's mythical Mother Pertiwi. Road transport, the aorta of moving passengers and goods, gets much attention. Optimal capacity and services provided to the community, meeting their needs for facilities, including infrastructure for land transportation, capable of reaching all regions. The urban transport needs in specific are met with the distribution of thousands of rapid transit buses to cities across Indonesia. To improve services in passenger terminals, the Ministry of Transportation assists local governments. To promote coverage of the border regions and remote areas, the government provides subsidies to transport pioneers operators. Especially for the handling of integrated transportation network for the capital region Jabodetabek, coordination between provinces is essential. For this reason, we formed a special handling institution, the Transportation Management Agency of Jabodetabek. Road transport safety is a main priority. Control and supervision of public transport continues to be exercised. For child safety, the Ministry of Transportation has prepared several programs, as the safest school routes, school buses and the Transportation Safety Education Park. To complement and substitute road transport, we developed transportation alternatives with ferry services for rivers and lakes. The Ministry of Transportation builds ports and ships to connect isolated regions, while more economic viable areas are served by the private sector. As the world's largest archipelagic nation, Indonesia seeks to strengthen its identity as maritime state. Sea transport is key to realize this goal. The wide seas are the award for sea transport infrastructure resources in Indonesia. The seas do not split the country. Instead, they are unifying the regions of Indonesia. Sea transport enables and supports economic growth. It helps to develop regions, strengthens the sovereignty of the country, and helps to create a national distribution pattern that is effective and efficient. To support community mobility, smoothen distribution of goods in isolated and border areas, the government actively supports transport pioneers. Born from the noble goal of achieving social justice, a concept of toll to coast is being rolled out. This is the solution to reduce disparity in the eastern regions of Indonesia. 6 toll-to-coast routes have been in operation since 2016, and this continues to be developed over the next years. Toll-to-coast-to-ship logistics and livestock ships now sail with certainty, schedules of carrying logistics, and maintain the quality of animals while being transported. In the 2 years of implementation, the toll-to-coast program has proven to significantly decrease prices in various areas in the country. The government does not stop at the toll-to-coast program, but it is being developed through a toll-to-marine logistics program to ensure that there is cargo on the journey home as well, making transportation much more efficient. To ensure safety in shipping and seafare, various facilities and navigation support systems have been built, including lighthouses. Besides being a means of navigation support, the lighthouses also underline the sovereignty and the unity of the Republic of Indonesia. Indonesia's topography, with many mountainous and heavily wooded areas, demands a heavy penetration of flights, as these areas are inaccessible with other transport modes. To improve air transportation services, tens of new airports have been constructed, and hundreds of airports have been revamped. It is targeted to have 300 airports available across the archipelago in 10 years. Establishment and development of airports. In addition to open accessibility to an area, the program is further designated to support the potential of tourism and even for disaster mitigation. Indonesian flights are an integral part of international aviation. The very safety and security standards apply for the whole world. Recognition has come from other countries and international organizations as the Federation of Aviation Authority that raised Indonesia to become a Category 1. In audits by international civil aviation organizations, Indonesia achieves 93.70% or very good for its performance in aviation safety. Building railways is a means of realizing environmentally friendly mass transportation. The range of pioneer train services continues to be extended. Indonesian railway construction is not only centered in Java and Sumatra, but has also spread to other islands. Railway construction, in addition to building new lines, is also done through reactivating older lines that were no longer operated. The spirit of equitable development is reflected in construction of a line across Sulawesi called the Trans-Sulawesi Railway. Mass rapid transit and light rail transit are developed as the backbone of big cities. With a passion to provide effective transport services, efficient and transparent, the Ministry of Transportation has made breakthroughs in the field of information technology, developing various online services to facilitate easier services. Reliable transportation services need to be supported with professional human resources. Various educational facilities of transportation across Indonesia churn out these quality human resources that are competitive with a high level of integrity. The Ministry of Transportation is committed to build the country in one breath. 5 human images of transportation. By the grace of God Almighty, responsive to the needs of the community, conducting services on time, clean, and in a comfortable fashion. Tough when facing challenges, skilled and swift, friendly, polite, and straightforward. Responsible in safety and security of transportation services. We strive for our loving nation, Indonesia, meeting the expectations of the public for transportation services that are safe and comfortable, while covering the entire archipelago. We will continue to build for the welfare of society. The Ministry of Transportation, a close-knit network across the Republic of Indonesia.